These two teams have been playing for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Wisconsin's offense will start this game off with the football. Tough, hard-fought game the last time these two met, with Iowa taking a close one.
Yeah, and Iowa making the plays when they needed to make the plays. And listen, I just like watching these two squads, Palmer, because they're very similar. Their DNA is similar. How they build team is similar. Their offenses usually struggle similarly. So it was a nice win a year ago for the Hawkeyes.
And because of that win, David, I think both these teams, they spent a lot of time in ice tubs after the game. The difference is that Iowa did it with a smile on their face, and they're hoping to do that again. They better load those tubs up with ice, because you know this game is going to be physical.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. The give out of the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Badgers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawkeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's won...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
The toss to the outside. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Wants to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Badgers are on the move. On play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here in Iowa between the 1st and 2nd quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the 2nd quarter. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Badgers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
He leaves it with his back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete to the left. Turning it on. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Right back to the well. At the 45 on its way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's our forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard to cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. It's Morrison. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Working on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Badgers will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Now facing a third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They booted away on fourth down. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The run to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man. It's Morrison. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. That's caught. It's Smith. There he goes. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. And it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Badger! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling down pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Right on the money. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Going to the running game. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Hard running there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Lost the defense, he's wide open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Wisconsin is pushed out to a big lead as they take command against the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, and Wisconsin, obviously, they can feel the bull heading their way, right? Like starting to take the lead late in the game. This is what they want to do anyways. They want to play bully ball. They want to go get that trophy, Palmer, and finish this with Wisconsin style.
Yeah, David, you're right. Back in Madtown, there's someone right now in the trophy case kind of making some room. They're kind of clearing some space for the big 70-plus pound Heartland trophy. You can feel it all going Wisconsin's way here in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Morrison. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Caught over the middle. It's Morrison. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Works the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the ground with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's third and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Makes a grab past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success. But, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Morrison. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got him downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Back to pass on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! And the comeback is on.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
The give to the left side. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Here's a throw downfield late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It is Wisconsin who will head home with the the big brass bowl known as the Heartland Trophy after beating Iowa. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.